go on Mr. Do It Now. Oh no. That's okay. Mima's gonna make a meatloaf with y'all live. We're supposed to do it on Mr. Do It Now because this channel is dedicated to mukbangs. But you're gonna sit with Mima today, and she's gonna show you how she makes her soul food old fashioned meatloaf. She's gonna get long winded. It's just gonna happen. And she got to pick up her granddaughter, but she's focused. She's putting celery, green peppers, onions, and green peppers and white onions. Okay, she's gonna don't bite. Don't say nothing. She's gonna be right there. You're gonna sit right there in that chair. You gotta move your computer. Keep your hands clean. No funny stuff.
Move my computer. Yeah, you might want to. It's in the way. You don't want to get good. You want to ask me, where's that my little work thing?
Huh?
Where's the little where's the white thing? Chocolate board.
Over there on the other side of the sink where it always is.
He is one.
In that drawer.
See it?
Inside the drawer.
Oh, that's where it is. No. I saw off the hand yesterday. I thought it was over here on this side. Oh yeah, there it is.
You'll make the pans that you're gonna put it on.
I'll get the pins out.
I'm I still don't understand why you have to do it every time.
I don't have to if he wants to go.
That's AJ. You put two loaves side by side, or you can rinse this one out.
Yeah, okay, man. I can look in this bowl. I have to clean this bowl.
AJ, put it in the rag. We'll get a paper towel like that.
Now she's gonna tell me what to do.
Salt
and pepper used to give me while I'm like some of that.
That's the best hug you can give me, Jim.
Hey, Jim.
You can give me a cup, I'll give you better.
Oh,
You got a long pan.
long pants today.
No. You want all this meat in here, Lisa?
No.
No.
Leave a quarter of it for Arthur or
AJ.
well, AJ eats a lot, so I
I
don't.
jammed my finger playing basketball.
Oh no, not going to.
Mima!
What'd he say?
She said, we don't care.
Ooh, she's different. My chair is.
That's me. Oh. I was blocking somebody, and then he turned and kept dribbling the ball, and my finger was like, look, I was guarding him, and then he turned this way, and then my finger was already right here, so he dribbled it, and my finger was below his finger, and it bounced my finger back up.
Lord have mercy.
That's a lot of information.
And then I also tried to jump and block somebody's ball, and I slipped on some water.
Okay.
Look at your son-in-law right there, Arthur.
Is he on? He's talking to me.
Arthur, you got to call us now. Joyce is making the meatloaf. I got to go back to work.
And is there anything particularly you want in it?
He can see that we're live, so he's like,
Well, you can tell me. Can you talk to
don't
me?
stab me with that. I'm on the clock. It's a ponytail, though. It's a ponytail.
She got a class. I have to go with
Wait, where's Blake
That's
at?
too much.
Where's Blake at?
She had sign language.
That's what I thought.
You tell us.
You know what? Oh!
Now he
you
knew.
know what I did today?
What'd you do?
I dissected a cow eye.
Besides the what?
I just dissected a cow eye.
Ew! Go tell the people on the live. AJ,
Hold on.
watch that for me.
Lisa.
I'll tell you upstairs.
Okay, yes, honey.
You want to do this whole thing? Or just a
Yeah,
half?
do the whole thing, because AJ eats a lot.
Even if I
And
divide
2
it?
loaves.
Oh, 2 loaves. Okay.
Tell them what you're doing.
All right, Don. I don't know what I'm doing.
No, don't tell them. Don't tell them.
I'm Lisa's mother-in-law, and she asked me, mother-in-law, I'm her. I don't know who I am.
Keep an eye on me, Mom.
I'm ready to come up.
Lisa asked Papa, is he going back by himself? But anyway, she asked me to do this meatloaf last night. Hello, everybody. I haven't made a meatloaf in ages. Welcome to the club. We have Food Lion. What is this? 73% lean ground beef, and whatever else comes with it. I'm gonna try to do it from memory, but I have all my little favorite things that I put in it. We're gonna squeeze it out into the bowl. And I'm trying to work, well, I said I was gonna try to work fast, but maybe my husband will go back and get Blake and I won't have to rush it, you know. She's taking a sign language class, whatever that means, you know. You see what I did, AJ? I didn't finish. So, wish me luck. I grew up cooking, but my, she got this thing. My older sister cooked most of the real food. I made desserts. But I've been married over 60 years, raised 3 children, cooked for them, so they all still alive and well, I do believe. And there's my, there's AJ. AJ, what do you want to put in here? Cereal. He has some Cheerios in his hand. Would you go over to one of those bags and bring me my little meatloaf seasoning?
Yep.
So I'm putting this together almost like from scratch. Oh, then I'm lower if I'm sitting down, but hi, as we said before, welcome to the cooking class, and it's going to be meatloaf today. We haven't had meatloaf in a while.
No, we aren't.
So I'm pulling it off, and it's a package from the supermarket, as I said, so I have to kind of break it up, and it's a little frozen inside.
Is that it?
Yeah. We're going to see what we do here.
I'm
We're
going
gonna
to leave
put,
these here in case he's
onions, we have bell pepper pod, and a little package of meatloaf seasoning mix, just so that the seasoning will be sort of equal, not with my having to try to make sure I got it salty enough and blah blah blah. So end of the way, given that I had my little heart action, I'm not supposed to eat too much salt, but it's 300 milligrams in this packet. So I think for a what was that, a 3-pound package of ground beef, that should be sufficient. What is that? I should have 350 calories for this, and it's 27% fat and 73% lean ground beef, and I think it's about a 3-pound package. Yeah, that's what I was trying to find. It's 3 pounds of ground beef. So trying to give you some parameters to deal with. All right, so I'm starting off with just, as we say, breaking up the ground beef. Hope you can see me doing this. Breaking it into pieces. See here, we just break it down, pull off the core, so that we get a, sort of an even distribution of the ground meat. And it's cold. And I got to, I'm going to take my rings off because I don't want germs in my food, and I don't want them to get lost in the ground meat, and I'm sure you don't either. So just one of those precautionary things that the cook should always be mindful of, contamination, blah, blah, blah. So as you can see, I'm not talking to you necessarily for you to ask me questions. I can't see that far away to answer the questions, but I am breaking up the hamburger, as I said before. We're going to use probably a little seasoning, maybe, I'm trying to think what might be the juice to put it all together. But anyway, eggs, that's what I have. Eggs are here, and I get that together. And so let me just do the little cutting up of my ingredients. That's not going to take long. I'm going to walk away. And what was I going to do with that? To the for the eggs, I think it was. Coming right back. I didn't know she was going to have me, filming this, so I'm going to do the best I can. Hopefully you will see me. I would like for it to be a little closer so that, there we go. And as I said before, green pepper, and chopping it up, cutting it up, throwing it in the batch. I don't know if you like bell pepper, we call it. But here we go. Cutting it up into pieces, and as I finish, I put it right into the meat, and then we'll come back and mix it all together. So follow me closely. Maybe you'll make yours differently, but it's a... Lisa, you can't talk to me from upstairs. I don't know what you're saying. Why did she say AJ? I don't know. Anyway, I think she asked me to make this. So here I go. Going to bell pepper, which looks like this. And you can use as much as you like. If your family doesn't like it, you don't use it. But just give it a little crunchiness and some vegetables. Peppers are vegetables. I used to have a nursing teacher who pronounced vegetables. So these are vegetables, and they give you some crunchiness. I'm putting it in my ground beef, which looks like this. There we go. We picked it up. We put it together. Breaking it up, getting it as fine as it can. So that, as I put my little ingredients in, we'll mix it in with my fingers. Best kind of cooking. So I'm getting ready to cut up some onion now and put it in there. Onion, it's a white onion. I guess you all might call it that. I'm from North Carolina. My mom taught me how to cook, my grandmama, so I don't have all the fancy names, but I know what an onion is. This is an onion. We could do onion powder, but fresh onion is good, and you cut it up, sometimes in rings, and break it. Baby, I'm not going with you. I'm not going with you. I'm making a meatloaf. Let AJ go with you. Perhaps. And I told him you could go with him if you want, AJ. But she'll be ready. I'm cutting the onion up. So you have some dinner when you get back. Takes it a while to cook, sometimes about 30 minutes. And I'm cutting the onion up as I speak. And then after I get it all mixed in there, I will immerse it in the meat by just squeezing it, mixing it in, old-fashioned way. Onion is a good vegetable, good for your health, good for your stomach. You have to look in some of these things and see onions have been used by folks for changing the food taste, adding garnish to it. It's vegetable again. It grows in the garden. You going with him, AJ? No. Okay. He can find his way. So, yeah, so anyway, I'm getting the onion in there. I measure sometimes I don't. I just drop it in there, pull it apart, see what happens. Okay, cut it up more if we need to. Nobody wants to be chewing a lot of onion, but onions are good for you, good for your digestion, good for your gut. So there we go with that. Let's see what else I'm gonna put in it. Arthur's probably checking me out. I don't know. He's the chef of the house. I didn't go to chef school. I did take home economics though in the high school, 10th grade, 11th grade, something years ago. And I do remember, and meatloaf was a favorite in our house. So, and some of these things don't go away. And I will probably put a few little something like paprika and all that in there, salt and pepper, lightly on the salt and pepper. Okay, and we'll show you before and after, perhaps. And that Lisa wants me to make 2 loaves. I got celery in here too. I don't know if I told you. I do have it over here to the side to cut up celery in it. Celery again. Celery is good for blood pressure. A lot of people don't eat it raw, but it's a food that adds flavor. And I have to look up what celery really does, but it's a useful food. People use celery seeds and what have you. So
Mom said go slow before you cut yourself.
Before I cut myself?
Yes.
I'm not going to cut myself. I don't think her knives are that sharp. But anyway, what do you want to see in it, AJ?
I'm going to sneak in.
I mean, what are you going to see in the whatever this is? I'm making meatloaf. Okay, AJ, can you bring me a small bowl? I'm going to cut this celery up. Here we have a celery pod. And I generally just kind of cut it down the middle and slice it across. As we say, minute. Or just a small bowl to kind of get my eggs beat up in there. So I have the celery.
This should work.
Yeah, that would be fine there. Yeah, AJ's button. There you go. Thank you, sir.
Oh,
And I'm
you
going.
onions with it?
Yeah, it's going to be good.
Remember to like, share, and subscribe.
Well, thank you, AJ. This is my helper. This is likes. What do you say? Do like,
Like, share, and subscribe.
share, and subscribe, and tell others. And we'll sit again. I don't like sitting. Thank you. Magic dress. Celery. Can you just pull out of the closet and make a little pepper, pepper. Yeah. Well, here she brought this. Your dad is seasoning. We have cumin and we have.
You want salt and pepper?
If you got some black
Pepper's right
pepper.
beside you.
What is it?
Right there.
I got that, but it's a pepper. Oh yeah, this is fine, but no, it's another pepper that's like black garlic or something.
Oh, let me see.
And I'm putting this in right now, cutting it on the board. I think I'm gonna cut it on the board first. I like to do that rather than just throw it in.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I don't know.
It's right over to the right, I do believe.
Black garlic.
Black garlic.
Okay. Chili powder.
Chili powder. No, I don't want chili powder. Maybe cayenne pepper or red,
I see lemon pepper.
What
Lime
kind?
pepper,
onion pepper.
I mean. Lime.
Yeah, my lime pepper. That's it.
You want that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So we'll do lime pepper perhaps instead. And it has a little bit of sodium in it, so it's not all it's pepper, but it gives a different twang. And here's my second piece of
There's white
celery.
pepper too.
What, baby?
There's white pepper too.
No, let's just do the lime.
Okay. I was just saying.
Yeah, so we'll do that next time.
Okay.
I scoop up these celery. There you go.
Oh, you're using Daddy's. Okay.
Quick chef.
What?
What's she say? You're live?
Oh yes.
Yeah,
it
well,
did.
what is it each
Yeah.
time?
It did.
Okay, it's live. We're live. Coming from the house of Carter's Eat in Denver. And this is Mima. Getting this meatloaf together, kind of from scratch, although I did buy a little seasoning mix from the supermarket that always brings it all together. Celery, onions, green pepper, and then we'll have, AJ, I may have to find my little tomato sauce out of the closet, okay?
Okay, I'll check it out.
All right, I'm gonna get this all mixed up first, and the eggs in there, and then we'll see what else we add. But this is going pretty fast. I got my oven already on 350 bake, and it should not take it much more than an hour to cook once you get everything together. And we are going to make 2 loaves so it won't be so thick for one pan. And we can have some more tomorrow, perhaps, perchance. Looking up at the camera. Hope everybody's fine. We're here in North Carolina with a whole lot of cloudy weather, more wetness that we've had since the fall. Everybody was crying about how dry it was. There was no wet water. And now we got overcast, fog. You can't see the sky. I'm putting my celery into the bowl right there. And I don't do a whole lot of measuring. It's just kind of like by feel and taste. It all goes through the meat after it starts to cook. So we're not gonna get all into how much I put in, but it was a stalk of a limb of celery, and I cut it up about to 3 lengths, and then chopped it up. So it's gonna go into. I got a little onion in here. Squeeze it all together. After you get it wet with the egg and so forth, it will also take the flavors through. So still got some little frozen pieces of ground beef. And meatloaf is a good meal addition because it can go further, serves many people. You can slice it, you can make sandwiches later. You can put in it what you want, all the things that your mom and dad used to like in there. But right now we got onions, we have celery, we have green pepper. I'm going to put a little bit of, I got 3 eggs that I'm going to crack into a bowl. Just show you how that goes. Egg. Well, I'll use 3 eggs. Just egg holds it together. Putting them back into tray. And do this. We want you all to know we go through a lot of eggs at our house. It's 6 of us. AJ likes to cook. His dad likes to cook. Lisa likes to cook. I like to cook. I think they're keeping me out of the kitchen. I have my eggs here in a bowl. You can't see them, but I'm going to beat them up with my fork and just mix them into the meat mixture. I walked away, had my fork there. I haven't put anything into the eggs except to just beat them up. So, 3 eggs with the yolks and the white. You see me pouring it into the ground beef. There's there. I move that there. I move the paper out the way. Garbage. This is my meatloaf seasoning mix. Let's see what it has in it. 1 sugar, maybe 300 milligrams of sodium, but because I have quite a bit of ground beef here, this sodium should go in pretty well and not make it too salty. So for all those who are kind of, what they would say, evaluating as we go, I'm going to open this whole package and mix. And I think I'm going to mix it all in there. We'll see. It's only 10 calories in the spices. So here we go. Let's see. We put the onion in, as I said before. It probably was about 2 tablespoons of onion. Green pepper. We have bottles of black garlic. We have Arthur's spice blend. Pretty hefty stuff there. This is the ground cumin. Not quite sure. I might put a little bit in my hand and then sprinkle it in rather than measuring it. And just sweep it over there that way. Okay, and then we're gonna do my lime pepper. Okay, got that there. Let's see what else we brought along. Thyme is a herb, so I'm gonna stick a little bit of that in, not a lot. And then I also have this seasoning mix. We not forgot about. I might have only put about a half a package in here since we, have so many other things. Let's mix it up. See what we get. I did put the egg in there, so that's a binding. Got to mash it down with my hands. The egg white holds it together. I don't have to do anything else to hold it, but I'm trying to mix all the ingredients together. It looks like this. Onions in there. Celery's in there. That's a way to get it in there for vegetables. What does it say? I can't see. Kids who don't like vegetables, maybe hide some vegetables in there. I'm always trying to see what. Okay, great to see you. Hi, Nancy. I'm putting this together, and I'm a little away from the camera, so I can't read what everybody is saying, but just stay with me, and I'll try to explain what's going on and what we're trying to accomplish. And I'm glad Lisa let me have the kitchen for a minute. I'm helping her out, and we're hoping to have some meatloaf, which we haven't had in a while, so just kind of keep it going. Still, as I said before, put onion in here, celery, green pepper, ground beef, squeezing it all together. I would say compression is a word I guess somebody might use. Let's see what else is going to go in here. I got my eggs in here. I think I did let me see if I put Arthur's onion in there. I need to do that. Okay, oops, I don't want to go on that side. This side. Okay. Sprinkle a little bit of that in there. I like a kind of light green, not heavy. Sometimes some people are kind of, the stomachs. You got certain kinds of stomachs, and some can take it and tolerate it, and some can't. So, I'm still compressing and I'm moving this over, moving my eggs out of the way. As I said before, there's some of the things that we're putting in. Nice. A little bit more in there. Might end up putting it all in there, but adding it in stages because We don't want to over excite the, what do we call it, the gastrointestinal system, the stomach, give you indigestion and that stuff. We want you to digest it and say, ooh, this is good. And see what happens here. Here's my phone ringing somewhere. I don't see any tomato sauce here. At least you can do this. Meatloaf and keep shaking it in. Okay. Garlic powder, yeah, it has a lot of these things in here already. Putting this, I don't want to overdo it. We'll see what happens. Again, there's more green pepper. Squeezing it down, squeezing it together, make a loaf out of it. I have to sit down sometimes at times because I can get a little out of breath. Putting all this together, I know I'm not looking at the camera, but if you all remember, I did back in March have a little, I'd say a cardiac event. They now I'm in what we call cardiac rehabilitation, but I'm doing well. It doesn't take a lot of energy to do all this, compressing of the meat. You just want to make sure that you have it all. I got salt and pepper in it, maybe a little bit more other seasoning, since we got 3 pounds of ground beef. All righty, let me see here what we got. My daughter wanted to do, she hasn't done a live in a while. There's some onion in there. So we keep pushing it in so that when it does cook down, it'll be soft and kind of spread throughout the loaf in a, ooh, what was that? That's a piece of not intended. Oh, let's see here. What else do I have? I have to put one, keep pushing it up, pressing it, and putting all the things together so that the flavors will be mixed in, not all in the same place. So that's the art of cooking this. Doing a good job of mixing it up so all the flavors will show up on the back of your tongue. That's where the taste buds are. I didn't put a whole lot of salt in it because we got sodium in a lot of other things. Sodium in that seasoning mix that I have here. So. All right. See how that goes over. Okay, let me see. People usually use tomato paste, and I think there is some. I'm gonna sit again a minute. Let me just see what's in this. Wheat gluten, natural flavors, caramel, wheat gluten, paprika and celery seed, mustard seed, all the things that we usually put in there. So I'm not too worried about how it might taste. Maybe just a little more lemon, lime, and pepper. Okay. And then your people can add that seasoning at the table if it's not seasoned exactly like they want it, so that's the choice of the cook, choice of the eater. And then, let's see here. Onion. Like I said, just about got everything in there that I can think of putting in. No pickles, no bell. I got bell pepper in, and onions. All right, so again, squeeze it down again, press it down, press down. The meat has fat in it, so as it cooks, it will spread through and dissolve out into the mixture. We don't have to worry about that. And we got the egg in here. I said I put 3 eggs in. I think that should be, sufficient to hold it together. All right, looking at the camera, I suppose. Let me just see what I can find. I was thinking more about tomato sauce, but I'm gonna walk away a minute. It's right there. My nose is running. I don't like that idea. Okay. want to, okay. Let me see what I want to do here. Where's my can opener? There we go. I'm going to use the old-fashioned can opener for good measure, so I don't have to do all this making sure that machine works. Okay, here we go. I can get this on there. I tell you, we graduated from so many different things, but this is a can of basil, garlic, and oregano diced tomatoes. So I just put them in here. See what happens. Maybe we'll see how they like this. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, we won't put it in the next time. But here we go, and it's well, like a red sauce, Hunt's tomatoes, diced basil, garlic, and oregano. And I think that will give it again. I might not put it all in. Let me just see where we're going with this. There we go. Might even say some of that to go on top of it as we put it all together. We want all the flavors to coalesce, come together, make it all taste one way, you know what I mean? So here we go with this. Tomato sauce, diced tomatoes with basil, garlic, and oregano in it. Ooh, that's gonna be, I wonder if the kids will eat it. We'll see. Then again, we said we can have sandwiches tomorrow for lunch, dinner, supper, through the weekend. Tomorrow's Friday. So here we go. I'm breaking up the tomato inside here. Wetting the meat up more too, a little moisture. And everything evaporates as we cook. So, let's see what we got here. I'm going to pat it into 2 loaves and put it into this dish that I have. Perhaps spray it with a little oil. And then and I said I had 3 eggs in here, so that holds it together. So that's the secret of cooking, kind of putting it all together, compressing, combining, making sure everything has the same flavors. All right, then. So I have this bowl, it's very heavy, bowl full of ground meat, and I'm going to take it now and try to divide it into 2 loaves and shape them up and get them into my container, my baking dish. Y'all okay with that? Are you talking to me, Lisa? Whew, there we go. Got ready to move it over. That is, put some more tomatoes in there. Got to see if everything's kind of falling in place. So here I go. Dividing it up with my fingers, you know, let's see what we get. This is ground beef. Shaping it up. With together shape. Have all the ingredients showing up throughout the mix. So nobody would say, well, I didn't taste the so-and-so. I put salt in, not extra salt, but different kinds of seasoning. So even as we get to the table, if somebody wants to add something else, they can. But this is going to be 1 loaf, and I'm going to shape it up, pat it out, and perhaps see how it measures up to the other one, so we don't put too much in 1 loaf. This is another side. Okay, lots of vegetables in there. We might have some potatoes. I like sweet potatoes, so I have some of those around. Here's the other side of the loaf. We're going to make 2 loaves today. There we go. Pressing that all in so that it's inside the meat, absorbing the juices and the drippings. And we're trying to, we say to get 2 loaves out of this, 2 meatloaves. All right, got the picture here. Here we go. I got a lot of tomato sauce on the bottom here of tomato, diced tomato. Shaping it up round, patting it out. I'm gonna spray the bowl. And I think it's about, maybe about the same size as this other one. I might pinch a little bit off of that to make it a little bit more equal. Alrighty. Everybody approve of that? That's another loaf, meatloaf. And let me see what this other one looks like. This is the first one. Somebody might say I need to let them sit. I don't know. While they're in the oven cooking, they'll be sitting. But I'm going to shape them up. And let's see, I'm going to move this bowl over here. Using this bowl. Okay. I'm going to do just a little spray. I start to get creative as I go along. So I'm spraying this. This is canola oil. There's another oil that's on, pretty popular now, avocado. Avocado oil is a nice vegetable. So that it won't stick on the bottom, and also it will be able to cut it and put it in and lift it out. So that's what all this is for, to just add to the manipulation. It's a pretty deep bowl, but I'm just putting it in there side by side. There we go. Shape them out in the container. Okay, move some of the tomatoes around so it'll all be uniform. Here we go with the second one, the loaf. Press it together. Everything is kind of put together, doing that again. Flavors going through. And we'll just pat it out and get into the same shape as the first one and see what happens. Okay, pressing it down. Ground beef has its flavors. I'm moving that to the side and putting this right here. Okay. So, you all home? Okay, so side by side. Whew. Okay, I think they might be about the same size. Move that onion over there. Make it a square shape.
Mommy,
There she is. Mommy's upstairs.
Liz just walked downstairs. She went, bum.
Go talk to your mom. She's upstairs. Blake just came in from school. So we're just glad to see her. I think one meatloaf might be smaller than the other. A little tiny, but I'm just going to put them in the bowl, in the container, and put them in the oven. I think. What is Lisa saying to me? You see when I'm making the meatloaf? How would you? Don't put your hair in there.
And then
That's a little. Let's go back and see what she's saying. Excuse me a minute. I'll be right back. Hold tight. Look at this camera. Like I said, say hello.
hey, hello.
Tell me what's coming from school. You okay, Sean? What is it, Lisa? What? Everything you see? I'm doing okay? You mean in the bowl or just with my hand? Okay, all righty. A blanket's down here. All right. All right.
Bye.
Bye now. I had to get directions from the assistant cooker. She said, hold the red container up. I think she's watching me somewhere. And one might be a little more different from the other, but my hands, I'm one of those people who don't like getting hands too dirty, so I'm wiping them off. And I'm gonna, this is the container, and I'm gonna see if I can show you how they, see how they are in here, the meatloaves. And I'm gonna put them in the oven at about 350 and see how they cook. And we'll come back and show you what the finished product looks like. Okay? Very good. You just like watch the 84-year-old cook from North Carolina who likes meatloaf. And put them in the oven now. Like I said before, shaping them up, pressing them together. There we go. Tell her to stop yelling downstairs. I can't hear her. What is she? Tell her I'm putting them in the oven. There we go. Put a little tomato over there. And here I go. I'm washing my hands. Gotta go. Ooh. Ooh. Yes. Let me get this in the oven so we can be cooking. This bowl was one of her wedding presents. She's been married about 10 years. So here's the crockery, or what might we say, pot, that the pan that the meatloaves are going to cook in. Here I go off to the oven. Like I said, it's on 350. And I may put a little bit of sauce on top of it as it cooks, okay? So thank you for your time and attention. And I'm going, can you open it? Oven for me,
Wait, hold on. There is a button for them, so the kids watch you.
Oh, would you turn it around?
Once you put it in.
The button? What does it do? They're watching me, but what is it? Turns it around. That's great. Everybody knows. You're going to turn it toward the refrigerator, the oven.
It's gonna turn on, and like if it yeah.
Well, what will they see?
Yeah, if it will like contact you, and then it will keep on looking at you.
Oh, it'll
So
turn with me?
Yeah.
Can you open the oven there for me? Just pull it down. Just right there, right in front of me.
This one?
Pull it down. Don't touch anything inside. Okay, I'm walking over to the oven, as you can see, and we're gonna put these two of those in. You bring this down. I'm gonna put it on the second level. Okay. Are you looking? Are you getting ready?
Now they're watching me.
They're watching me.
All right, now they're watching me.
Okay, I'm putting it in. It's on 350, it's on the second row, so we'll see what happens, maybe about an hour's time. And it's 4:26, about 5:26 it should be, ready. So give it about an hour to cook. I'll be checking it. It should brown. It's on 350. And Blake says she's out. Thank you for your help, Miss Lady, and thank you all for being here. I'm gonna see if Lisa can close it out. Oh. Sorry, I'm tired. Lisa, you want to close it out? I need you to turn it off. I put it in the oven. I'll bring it to her. My Lord. Jeepers. I'm coming back to bring her phone because they don't give you information as needed. Let's see here. Put a napkin around it that might be clean and get the phone to her. Okay? Maybe she'll meet me at the steps. I don't think this was on my to-do list, but as I said before, I haven't made one from scratch in so long. I'm bringing the phone to her. Hurry.
I was just kidding.
Okay, here we go. Lisa, you can meet me halfway, can't you?
I was with a kid, I think, the principal, I think. Well, a nurse.
Were you the last one?
Yes, I'm always the last one.
Well, your papa had to come get you.
We know now to pick you up at 3:45
On some Thursday. Here you go.
on second Thursday next week. Good job, Mama.
Okay, thank you. I hope it goes all right.
It did. Like, comment, share.
Here's some napkins.